Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central. We're doing a game review. Holy cow, this is Outer Worlds 2. I was kind of excited for this one actually for a while. I made a video two months ago about the first Outer Worlds because I didn't really get a chance to do that when the game originally came out. And I really liked the first one, man. I mean, I know that it's not the most robust as far as like story content or even mission content or even variety really, but I felt like the first Outer Worlds was kind of Obsidian's first super successful strike at the Bethesda formula that wasn't a Bethesda product, if that makes sense. Because what I'm really talking about is the fact that they made Fallout New Vegas, right? So they kind of had the formula in mind already for a Fallout style game, but Outer Worlds took that formula that is Fallout. First of all, it removed it from the paradigm of like a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland and put it in a thriving, working, futuristic universe where you planet hop and you deal with merchants, and nobody's dying here. Well, everybody's dying. Everybody's dying, especially if you're around. But nobody's like, perishing from nuclear fallout, right? Everybody's thriving in this universe. Even the people who are begging on the street are doing better than they are in Fallout, okay?
Should have did better.
But what's really cool about this Fallout 2, what's really cool about this Outer Worlds 2 is that it's really taken that first game. Now that first game was like 20 hours max. It was not a big game. It was not as big as a Fallout game. This is twice as big, easily. And so if you're looking for a kind of an expanding of the thing, if you liked the Outer Worlds as a thing and that's the thing that you like and you're looking for an expansion on that, here it is. The characters are more robust. There's more to do with your side characters. There's more to do with your main character. The story is kind of bigger, although I find that it's actually a little bit limiting. It doesn't have as many overarching branches and things as I was hoping. But what I find is that even though the size of it is bigger than the first one, and the story seems somehow condensed, I'm not really sure how to describe that, other than to say that things take longer. Like, things take longer to develop in this one. That's maybe what it is. I've been trying to identify this whole time. Why does this game feel different? It's like the difference between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. And yes, this is an improvement on the first quote-unquote movie, but it's like things take longer to develop. It's more seasoned as a delivery vessel for cool sci-fi storytelling and shooting. What I'm really getting at here is that if you sunk in your 20 hours with the Outer Worlds and you thought it was fast and fun and humorous, this is fast and fun and humorous, but it's like a Godfather Part 2, okay? It's like what was another sequel that's arguably bigger and more robust than the original, right? I really, really like my time with this. The dynamics of the world have kind of moved on, and at first I wasn't sold on just being like a protectorate, just like a peacekeeper, a law person, or rather an investigator trying to investigate all these things, Now, there was a time when we used to get games like this all the time, and that time has passed because the gaming landscape has diversified. We have more things like online multiplayer is a much more ubiquitous thing. The single player long form video game experience, narrative RPG that used to dominate this field, that used to dominate this industry, frankly, this is one of those shining examples that comes along now rarely, where you really do owe it yourself to play it. Say it! I'm not going to say it's going to suit all needs and all play types and all desires. I keep referring to it as Fallout. It doesn't have any of the real scavenging quality of Fallout. But one of the things I want to talk about here is the environments. The graphics just basically are outstanding and very colorful and very cool. But the environments, every time you walk into a new area, you really never know what you're going to get. And that goes from any major exterior planet where there's all these beautiful, colorful moons hanging overhead, to into any interior structure where there's just like this beautiful purple tree growing in the middle of the floor plan. And you're like, where did that come from? It's cool, it's colorful, I want to stare at it. What it really is lush, just exceptionally well designed, because my eyes are never bored in this game. It's just color and light and character and quirkiness. The action itself has been finely tuned, but it is not that different from the Outer Worlds. It was already pretty solid in the Outer Worlds. Combat is great. Skills are great. I love the fact that the inhaler idea, where you're kind of inhaling drugs, has been modified. You can modify your companions. The flaw system has returned, and it's just so much fun, because it's like, every time you do something quote unquote too much according to the game, and it's for fun. These are for fun. Anytime you do that, you can trigger a certain flaw that gives you both a bonus to gameplay somehow, or something that actually causes you injury in the game. For instance, very early on in the game, my favorite one is the old person knees. Literally, I took a flaw. I was crouching so much that I screwed up my knees in the game, and so I can once I get hunkered down into my crouched position, I move faster, but when I stand up, my knees pop, and it alerts all the people around me, okay? So that's an example of what I'm talking about. And you combine that with the gunplay, you combine that with the actual weapon variety, which is fantastic. The fact that there's all these side missions and all these dungeons and all these, well, dungeons, but things that you can raid, like buildings you can raid and find secrets, and you can be a hacker, you can be a military expert, you can be a professor. The multitude of ways that your choices with your character impact your experience, they're incredible. I really like this game, man. I really loved the first one, but it's only been out for a little bit. Nah.
But man, I have to get the first one, as people won't think I'm cute.
All right, let's go.
But please, allow me to gather my thoughts here. I know this was kind of a slapdash thing that I've done here with this review, but please, 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 consider this a win for the first-person action RPG narrative-based gaming experience, okay? This is in the vein of Fallout. It is superb. I'm sorry. I hear a lot of dissension about this and that game. I actually haven't heard that much about what other people are thinking about it out there. I just know that I loved it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, man. I feel like the Outer Worlds one was easily an 8, and I feel like this just cranks it up a little bit more with tons more content. It's a slower developing story, it felt to me, so it feels a little milkshakey here and there, but I never wanted for the next piece of the experience. Great game. 9 out of 10. Please check it out, everybody. Outer Worlds 2. Also, do me a favor, like and subscribe to this video. Subscribe to the video and like the channel. And check out more videos of mine. I just did the what was it, Battlefield 6 a few days ago. That was a blast, man. Oh my god, I love Battlefield. Anywho, next we'll probably be doing the Jurassic World with the dinosaurs. Bye.